This is Kenya News Update today. A world-renowned author's son walked into a hospital for basic procedures and never walked out. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking medical negligence that took a 21-year-old life and why this hospital kept a dangerous doctor on staff. Meet Chimamanda Adichie, celebrated novelist, global voice for justice. On January 6th, her life shattered forever. Her son Nkanu had a serious infection, but was stable and scheduled to fly to Johns Hopkins Hospital in the US the very next day. He just needed a few standard tests first at Eurocare Hospital in Lagos. But here's the twist. This isn't a story about a tragic illness. This is a story about a fatal overdose and criminal carelessness. Nkanu was carried in his father's arms into Eurocare. He needed sedation for an MRI and a central line procedure. His mother waited outside the theater. And then she saw doctors rushing in. She immediately knew something was wrong. The anesthesiologist had given Nkanu too much propofol. The powerful sedative made him unresponsive. He was resuscitated, put on a ventilator, and rushed to the ICU, but here's what nobody's talking about. Nkanu was never monitored after the overdose. The anesthesiologist casually carried the sedated child on his shoulder to the theater. Nobody knows when he stopped breathing. Cardiac arrest, seizures. Hours later, Nkanu was gone. We brought in a child who was unwell but stable, Adichie writes, and suddenly our beautiful little boy was gone forever. But here's the part that will blow your mind. This wasn't the first time. The family later discovered 2 previous cases where the same anesthesiologist overdosed children at Eurocare. Why was he still working? Why did the hospital allow it? The anesthesiologist was criminally negligent, Adichie states. He was fatally casual and careless with the precious life of a child. No proper protocol was followed. The implications are terrifying for every parent in Nigeria and beyond. This is about systemic failure in private healthcare. Some say it's a tragic accident. Others say it's manslaughter. But if a top-tier hospital like Eurocare can fail this catastrophically, where is safe? The bigger picture reveals a healthcare system where accountability vanishes behind closed doors. The central question remains unanswered. Who will stop this from happening to another child? Do you think this rises to the level of criminal charges for the hospital and the doctor? Drop your take in the comments. This was Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more breaking news that demands justice.